get teased a lot about it's not really a great lake. You're right, it's a terrific lake. It is so beautiful. The Great Lakes, you can stare out across the Great Lakes and they're great. You can't see land on the other side. So it's just this big flat expanse of water. You stare out across this lake and you see the Adirondacks in the background, or the Green Mountains if you're on the other side, and you're seeing bays and islands and river mouths and sandbars. It really is an incredibly complex and just aesthetically beautiful lake. As a process of undoing the damage that's been done over the last 300, 400, 500 years, but particularly since Europeans settled the lake, the fish species that get threatened most quickly tend to be the ones that spend a long time reaching maturation. So something like a sturgeon doesn't become reproductively mature till it's 20, which means there's 20 years that we can harvest it and it never had a chance to reproduce.
We're talking about sturgeon, and they're endangered in these waters because many, many years ago they were widely slaughtered. Also, they've suffered habitat loss.
So sturgeon were deeply suppressed and endangered. Atlantic salmon were wiped out. Lake trout wiped out. And those three species in particular are now protected. We're seeing lots of juvenile sturgeon on the lake. That's incredibly hopeful for this very long-lived species. And personally, I study lake trout, and we're seeing tremendous success in the last 4 years of not just reproduction, but recruitment into the population. So more than half of the little fish we catch out there right now as part of our research are wild. And that's been 40 plus years waiting for that to happen. Although it's professional, I do a lot of diving in the lake. That aspect of it is, I think it's work, but it feels more like recreation because it's such a joy just to see what's happening in this lake. It's very personal. I wouldn't live anywhere else at this point because it's so beautiful to have this just right there and so accessible and so rich.